Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 5th, and today was a beautiful day outside to start off with. Then it got to snowing pretty good, and at one point it was snowing like hell. It was just a really weird snow where it was super fine flakes coming down. It was not that cold to be producing that small of a flake. Usually when it's really super cold out, it'll get the little tiny flakes a lot more. And when it's warm like it was today, I shouldn't say real warm, but when it's warm like this, usually you get a lot bigger flakes and stuff in the process, and this one was not that. It was just tiny flakes, but it was fairly warm both, so it was confusing snow. But it came down pretty heavy there for a while. I'd say we got a couple inches. I don't know exactly what we got, but it was that weird slick where the ground was kind of warm, so it had melted in pretty good. But then as the evening creeped on, the temp started dropping like crazy, and then of course the roads got slick. So I was out, had a few things had to get done early on in the day, not a lot, and then I went to the gym, got my warm up, headed out for my run. I had to knock out 4 miles today, and headed out on one of the roads I usually take in my 4 mile run. I got different kind of routes. I always run different directions. Headed out towards the hospital and didn't get too far out of town. And that way, coming on the highway, heading out, people are just, I don't know, they seem to be a lot ruder there. And normally there's a nice big shoulder, but with the extra snow on the ground, it was hard to like run it. I was slopping through stuff, and it's that weird where it kind of melts on the ground. Feet are already soaking wet, and I'm quarter mile into this run. I got 3 3/4 left to go, and I know it's just gonna suck because now my feet are cold. I thought it was warmer than it was when I took off, so I didn't put my actual my fog vader on thing, so my face is kind of a little colder than it should have been. Tried to pull my face mask up. Of course, my glasses are fogging up, so I don't have my fog vader on. There's a whole bunch of junk going on there. And then I had some idiot who apparently, I don't know if they're freaking blind or what was going on, because it was still snowing a little bit. Not really bad, it let up quite a bit. One point earlier in the day, it was snowing hard enough I wouldn't have felt safe being out anywhere, on foot, nowhere near a car. So I went ahead, had my flashing lights. I have giant red flashing lights on me. I've got yellow flashing lights on me and stuff. It's just ridiculous at all get out. And this guy out of nowhere, apparently decides he wants to run over a person and a dog for no damn good reason. So I almost got hit. It was one of those freaked out things that just really kind of piss you off. And I had that momentary, that fight or flight mechanism in me. And instantly I spun around and I wanted to fight. If the guy would have stopped, I would have been in trouble. I was so pissed off in the moment. And of course the plate's all covered up with snow, so I can't see the plate, so I have no proof of who it was and all that kind of crap. And it just gave me that momentary thought of, you can die at any moment out here. This is, anything can happen. You can choke on a chicken bone, you can blah blah whatever, you can slip in the shower, all that kind of crap. But I'm next to 2,000, 3,000 pound, a 1,000-pound motorcycle come by and hit you is going to kill you. You get to a 2 or 3 ton vehicle, and then you got 80,000-pound semis that are going by you at 60 mile an hour, sometimes 90 mile an hour, depending on where you're running at. And it's all it takes is one dude's checking a text, or he's drinking a beer, or he drops his cigarette, or who knows what, and life is over, man. It was such a weird feeling, but I didn't have the fear factor. I had that momentary jump of, hey, get the dog out of the way, more concerned about him getting run over. And then I had the I want to beat your ass moment. I really just wanted to, I wanted to hurt the guy, just severely. And the fact he didn't even, honk his horn or wave his hand out saying, sorry, come back, say, hey, did I, didn't mean to scare you there, it's my fault. No, hey, my bad, horn beep, nothing, And I was just like, what a dickhead. And who knows, he might not even freaking seen me. Who knows what the guy was thinking, what was going on there. It's hard telling. So went ahead, got off that area, went and kind of ran some smaller back road type stuff where it's less likely to get run over. And of course, ended up down by this little housing complex thing, but I don't know what the hell it is. It's something the city tried to build. They wanted to add on to their fancy homes. They sold off a bunch of lots, and you had to build a house within 60 days of when you bought the lot. And it had to be X amount of square footage and X amount of pricing, and they couldn't sell lots. They had they sold one the first year, and that was the college, I think, for a building project, and then nobody else would buy them. It was just a giant cluster. And then they've got a few more houses built there now. They had to open up some restrictions. Taxes in that little stupid spot are crazy high. Just a lot of really stupid stuff. And I was running along, there's a handful of dogs there. Not a big deal. I actually went down a road I'd never ran on before. I actually rode my bike a few times, but never ran it. And Bruce and I are running along and stuff, and I get near the one part to go on this giant steep-ass hill. It really sucks, especially in the winter. But I went to head down it, and I got near the top of the hill, and I hear this little tiny white dog thing just comes running like hell, and the guy's out in the garage, and he's yelling and screaming at his dog, and of course the dog ain't gonna listen, because people don't discipline their dogs for this shit kind of thing, and of course it's not on a leash, because normally there's nobody else around. Dog goes out, goes to the bathroom, comes back, and I was doing stuff, and I kind of tried to holler at the guy like, hey, I'm coming that way, so your dog will follow my dog back, not a big deal. And I don't know if he thought my dog was going to eat the dog, I have no idea. His dog would come running up, and they just wanted to play, so I actually stopped, let Bruce sniff the dog and that kind of stuff, and they kind of played, and his dog was trying to jump on Bruce, and Bruce is pawing and stuff, and actually had a little bit of fun. And the guy comes up like first of all, he's pissed at me, because like his dog came out, 60 yards from his house. He had to come get his dog, like it was my fault kind of thing stuff. And I was like, dude, it's going to be all right. My dog's, not mean and stuff. He's like, oh my God, your dog's hurting my dog. And I'm like, your dog is biting my dog, and my dog is putting his foot on your dog. Not the same thing at all. Like, your dog is being aggressive, my dog's playing. So he went ahead and picked the dog up, and he was like really kind of pissed at me and stuff. And I'm already pissed off about the whole car thing earlier. And so I'm trying not to say shit to the guy at all, because I'm afraid I'm going to let my anger of the almost getting run over come out on this fat man who is pissed off he had to walk across the street to get his dog. And I was like, whatever. So we just took off running and stuff and this and that. And the guy's like all bitching about how I shouldn't be out here. And I'm like, I just went on. I'm like, I don't give a shit. So I went ahead and head on down. No big deal. Got on down the bottom of the hill and stuff, came back up through, saw a couple of vehicles, and everybody there was like super cool, and they're like way to the other side of the road coming and stuff, and they're waving, everybody's hunky-dory happy. And then I just keep thinking back that, it's sad time in our life that, just everybody can't be just joyful people. I don't know why people got to be crappy. I don't know why people got to be shitty, and that it just doesn't make any sense. So finally got the whole run all wrapped up, threw the dog back in the vehicle there. Headed to the gym to finish up my elliptical on the bike and that. Do a couple little things in the gym and stuff. Headed home, and the roads were starting to get a little on the slick side. Stopped and grabbed myself some more bananas. I've been trying to eat a bunch more bananas, and I like my bananas like super ripe. But I've been only shopping for bananas like once a week, so I get like way too many ripe at once. The ones aren't ripe yet. So I'm trying to convince myself every day or two to go buy a bunch of bananas, and that way I can keep them ripening as I go. So I won't have that rush to eat like 10 bananas today, because they're going to go bad tomorrow, and I won't have no bananas in the house to eat like I did a couple days ago. So trying to just keep them rotating through, and I'm, like I said, I usually only go like once a week to the store, maybe twice a week, but I'm going to try and go every other day or so and just grab a thing of bananas and go from there. So pretty much that's all I've got for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.